Hi, I'm Valerie Roscoe from the Herb Shop in Newnan. Coming here today to talk to you about digestive issues. 99% of the time, people who walk in the herb shop, they have a digestive issue and they don't even know it. How do I know if I have a digestive issue, you ask? Well, there's many ways, and if you answer yes to any of these questions, you probably have a digestive issue. Number one, do you have acid reflux? When you eat something, you can feel the acid come up and burn. That's a sign of having a digestive issue. Do you have gas and bloating? When you eat, you just feel like your tummy is just growing and you just feel so full. How many times does your bowels move a day? Most people, their bowels move once a day and they feel like, hey, that's normal. But that's not really normal. If you eat 2 to 3 times a day, your bowels probably need to be moving 2 to 3 times a day. So if any of these things are something that you're dealing with, you probably have a digestive issue. So what can we do if we have a digestive issue? There's an acronym and it's called HOPE. It's not original, I didn't come up with it. There's a lady named Brenda Watson. She has a company called Renew Life, and she came up with this acronym, and it's called HOPE, H-O-P-E. So when people walk in the herb shop and they say, I have a digestive issue, and I said, I'm gonna give you HOPE, and they don't understand until I start telling them the acronym, H-O-P-E. We're gonna start with H, okay? H stands for high fiber. Now, high fiber is something you can usually get through your diet. If you eat 1 salad a day, bump it up to 2 salads a day, okay? And that'll give you at least some fiber that your body can work with, because the fiber scrubs your colon and that just helps your digestive system move, okay? So if you're not gonna eat like you should, there's always fiber supplements, okay? We have them at the herb shop. Just come in and just tell the girls what you need, and they'll help you pick a fiber supplement that's best for you, okay? But pump up those salads. If you're just eating 1, eat 2. Even 3 would be good, okay? So that's H. O stands for omega-3s. Now, omega-3s, it's fish oils, okay? We all heard about fish oil. Some people are allergic to fish and they can't even eat fish, so you can get it in flax oil. There's all kinds of oils you can get your omega-3s with. The company that we do a lot of business from is Nature's Sunshine. Their products are so high quality. So when you come in, say, show me where Nature's Sunshine products is so we can fix you up with the correct products. So O is omega-3s, get your fish oils. There's so many things that fish oil does for the body. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, but come in and talk to the girls and they'll tell you everything that fish oils do for the body. Okay, so that was O. So now we're going to P. Does everybody know what probiotic is? Okay, you hear about it on TV. Everybody is doing, Activia with the yogurt, where you have the good bacteria that helps your digestion. Well, you can go and eat yogurt, but you're gonna have to eat a whole lot of yogurt to get the bacteria that you need in your system. Our probiotics, they come in pill form. We keep them in the freezer because they are alive, okay? So you take them at night. Usually I take mine at night. You don't have to. You can take them anytime you want to, but you take your probiotic and that gives you good bacteria. A lot of people have been on probiotics, antibiotics. They've been on antibiotics to kill any kind of germs or any kind of virus that they've had. Well, not virus, germs. But anyway, taking a probiotic is gonna fill you with all those good bacteria and overgrow any yeast that you might have. So you wanna add that to your repertoire, okay? And then E. Now, E stands for enzyme. To me, that's one of the most important things you can do for your digestive system. Digestive enzymes. What they do is they break down your food, okay? When you go to the doctor and you tell him, okay, I have acid reflux, he's gonna give you something to keep the acid down. In actuality, we need the acid to help break down our food, okay? So when they're suppressing the acid, it's still happening, you just don't feel it. So if you take a digestive enzyme, it's gonna break down your food and then there's no need for the acid to come up. Now we're gonna look at some natural solutions to digestive upset. This slide here tells us that foods must be broken down for assimilation. It tells each food the fats, the proteins, the carbohydrates, and the mineral, and what enzymes actually break those down. So we have Proactazyme, one of our enzymes that has all of these enzymes in it, so they break down all the food you eat. Indigestion is really misdigestion, okay? This is just a slide showing the digestive system, what the food has to go through. Digestion begins in the mouth. You have to chew your food because the saliva is going to moisten the food, and that's where you're going to get enzymes that's going to help break down the food. The food goes to the stomach, and you get enzymes through in the stomach. There's pre-digestion going on. These are some of the cultured foods that's going to help you break down your food. Back in the olden days, people used to do a lot of cultured foods, so we didn't have to take probiotics, but now we don't do a lot of cultured foods, so it's best to take your probiotics because, you know, grandmama used to do pickles and sauerkraut, and all of those enzymes and probiotics was in that. These days, unfortunately, we don't do that. Okay, we're going to talk about hydrochloric acid. When you go to the doctor, again, we talked about that earlier, he's going to tell you, oh, you got too much acid, and he's going to give you something to turn off the acid. When that happens, you're leaving yourself open for parasites, because the hydrochloric acid is what helps kill parasites. So it kind of sterilizes the food. So we need our acid. So that's why a lot of people, when you think you have too much acid, you actually don't have enough. Antacids. A lot of people take Tums. They cause the stomach to actually produce more acid. They're made from calcium carbonate, and they interfere with the absorption of minerals and proteins. So I know a lot of times we think that it's good to take the antacids, but it's really a bad idea. These are some of the foods that may contribute to acid indigestion. Alcohol, citric fruits, garlic, milk, soda pop, spicy foods, tomato-based foods, fatty or greasy foods, chocolate, tea, and coffee. Now, all of these foods don't bother every person. It just depends on what you're used to and what your digestive system is used to. Other factors are overeating, eating late at night, excess weight, and dehydration. Drinking 30 minutes before meals. Usually people ask, should I drink during meals? And personally for me, if you drink during your meals, you're actually diluting your natural digestive enzymes. So drinking 30 minutes before meals and maybe an hour after meals is going to be better to help you digest your food. There's natural acid remedies. Aloe vera juice is great. Slippery elm is great. Licorice root is great. We have many products that will help. Stomach comfort, calcium, papaya mints, and again, Proactazyme. Food enzymes is different from Proactazyme that we talked about earlier. Food enzymes actually contain the hydrochloric acid that's going to give you more acid. So that's the difference. The Proactazyme it's an all-vegetarian supplement. High lipase. High lipase is one of our products that we call gallbladder in a bottle. If you've had your gallbladder taken out, you will notice that you have a hard time digesting fat. Because that's what the gallbladder helps to do. And if you don't have it, you can't digest the fat. So taking high lipase when you're gonna have a high fat meal really helps you digest food and make you feel a lot better. So make sure that you're taking your high lipase if you don't have a gallbladder. Causes of gas and bloating. A lot of times you have yeast in the system and it will cause you to have gas and bloating, but the main thing is when you eat and your food is not being broken down, it starts to rot in the system, okay? It rots in the system, and when something rots, it creates gas, and gas expands. So that makes you feel like, hey, you're really full. One of the best products for that is the anti-gas with Lobelia, okay? It helps stimulate your digestion, it expels intestinal gas, it calms occasional nausea, and it relaxes spasms. Lactose intolerance. A lot of us, we cannot drink milk, eat ice cream and cheese. It causes very bad stomach upset. If you're determined that you're still gonna do these, please come in and get lactase, okay? It's an enzyme that helps you break down the dairy products so you can still enjoy them. Fasting allows the digestive tract to rest. It helps your microvilli repair themselves. And we didn't talk about the microvilli, but there's those tiny hairs that you have in your digestive tract that helps push the food along. And fasting helps reduces intestinal inflammation. And all fasting is, if you don't know, is just stop eating. Small intestine detox. This is something that really helps unclog the microvilli. A lot of times there's a lot of mucus, and small intestine detox really helps expel the mucus. It also helps soothe intestinal inflammation and promotes tissue healing. There's the microvilli, those tiny hair-like projections. Those become clogged and you have to unclog them, and we have the small intestine detox that's going to get rid of that. Your large intestine absorbs water and some nutrients. It contains your microflora that synthesizes vitamin K and other nutrients. It plays a very important role in immunity. I want to stop and take this time to talk about colon hydrotherapy. That's one of the services that we provide at the Herb Shop. If you've never heard of colon hydrotherapy, please come in and talk to somebody. Our colon hydrotherapist is Diane Maddox. She's been in the business over 20 years. It's actually a procedure where we actually go in and clean the colon, okay? Come in and find out about it, because you can clean your colon using pills, but it'll take 2 weeks worth of taking supplements to do what colon hydrotherapy can do for you in one session. So please come and talk to Diane about colon hydrotherapy. Intestinal flora. We talked about the probiotics when we talked about HOPE, okay? It's the friendly bacteria that inhabit the colon. 2 to 3 pounds of microbes can be found in the average person, so you have to have a good balance of probiotics. So Probiotic 11 is one of our best products that we have. It has 11 different good bacteria, and also Bifidobacillus, which is a good one that has like 5 different good bacteria in it. Intestinal griping, which is cramping. Spasmodic contractions of the muscles in the digestive tract. This can be caused by mechanical blockage, laxative, if you don't have enough magnesium or potassium, or nervous exhaustion of the bowels. Remedies for cramping, we have cramp relief, lobelia, kava kava, magnesium. Come in and take a look at these products because they are fantastic for cramping. We've come to the end of our journey. If you have any questions, please call us at 770-502-8066. Come in and see us. If you have any questions about digestion, we'll be happy to help you. Please come in also and see our biofeedback machine, where you actually can put your hand on our biofeedback machine and it will read your body and tell you what herbs you are actually craving.